2025 wasn't just another year for Roblox, it was a year of extremes. The year Grow a Garden and Steal a Brain Rot went from small projects to cultural explosions. The year the oof sound clawed its way back from licensing hell. The year YouTubers were banned, lawsuits landed in courtrooms, and headlines about child safety put Roblox under a microscope. And yet, in the middle of all that chaos, it was also a year of unstoppable creativity. Developers turned bugs into iconic moments, and communities built their own cultures. Looking back, Roblox in 2025 feels like a mystery. Massive growth paired with massive controversy. And the loudest voice wasn't Roblox itself, or the lawyers, or the press. It was the players. From Reddit threads to TikTok posts, the community narrated the year in real time. But to understand how Roblox reached this boiling point, we need to rewind to late 2024. The company ended that year on a high, breaking records in users and revenue. Roblox was promising a future where it wouldn't just be a game, but the hub of online social life. But behind the victory lap, cracks were forming. In November, Roblox tightened rules for younger players, cutting off under 13s from open chat and banning them from social hangout spaces. On paper, it was a safety move, but players didn't see it that way. Bloxy News reported the changes. Creekcraft broke it down in his video,
really big changes to how the platform is going to work,
pointing out how Roblox was tightening control in the wrong places while the real dangers, predators, scams, broken moderation still slipped through. These weren't just random rants, they were warning signs. Trust between Roblox and its players was starting to break, and that trust would be tested in ways no one expected. Which brings us to February 2025. Roblox made a major announcement. It was becoming a founding partner of Roost, the robust open online safety tools initiative, an open source project designed to give developers better tools to protect kids online. On the surface, it looked like a win. Roblox is teaming up with tech giants to take safety seriously at last. But for a community already skeptical of moderation, it wasn't so simple. Was this a real step forward or just a PR move? Would these tools actually help players or just give Roblox another headline while the same problems continued in-game? This was the first big move of 2025, and it set the tone for everything that followed. Progress on one side, controversy on the other. Because just weeks later, a small, cozy farming simulator with the simplest of mechanics turned into something massive. A game that caught fire on TikTok, pulled in millions of players, and became the first viral hit of the year. That game was Grow a Garden. At first it looked harmless. Plant seeds, water them, harvest crops. A calm, repetitive loop, but the simplicity became the hook. TikTok edits turned the game into a trend, and soon streams were flooded with people showing off their little pixel farms. Before long, millions of players were logging in every day, but success on Roblox never comes without a shadow. As Grow a Garden blew up, doubts began to grow too. Players weren't just questioning the game, they were questioning what its rise said about the platform. Was Roblox relying too much on quick viral hits to cover deeper problems? Was genuine creativity being swapped for formula? On Reddit, the mood started shifting. One player wrote, "At first it was good. The community is nice, but sometimes too nice to the point that it ruins the fun for new players." On the other hand, some users had some other thoughts. Grow a Garden has now been sold to do big games, and when do big studios stepped in, things really turned sour. One comment put it bluntly, "From my understanding, people don't like it because it's a cheaply made game that relies on gambling mechanics and pay to win. There's no content other than the occasional growing." What started as a cozy farming sim was no longer just a game. It became a symbol, a reminder of how fast Roblox could elevate an idea and how quickly trust could collapse once corporate fingerprints appeared. This was Roblox in early 2025. Viral hits proving the platform's raw cultural power, paired with a community more skeptical than ever about who really benefits from that success. And while the debates over Grow a Garden were heating up, Roblox itself was already moving on to its next big play behind the scenes. In April 2025, the company rolled out something new: video ads on Roblox. This wasn't just the little billboards or sponsored items players were used to. To Roblox, this was proof it could compete on the same level as YouTube or TikTok. Creekcraft broke it down on YouTube. Roblox is about to change forever. The player reaction was split. Some shrugged it off, saying ads were already everywhere online, so it didn't matter. But others saw it as a turning point. On Reddit, one comment read, "Whoa, what? No way they're doing that now. That'll piss off so many people." It was another reminder of the paradox. Roblox was growing faster than ever, pulling in more money and attention from big companies, but the people who built the culture, the players and creators, weren't sure if this growth was really for them. And just when the noise around ads was starting to fade, Roblox got hit with something completely different. A new game showed up, and it was nothing like the calm farming sim that came before it. No planting, no quiet repetition. This one was pure chaos. That game was Steal a Brain Rot. The best way to describe it, it felt like the TikTok For You page, except you could actually play. Loud music, viral sounds blasting in the background, players running around with no order or structure, just non-stop chaos. Where Grow a Garden was slow and cozy, Brain Rot was fast, messy, and in your face. And people couldn't get enough. By May, it was everywhere. Bloxy News posted updates as its player numbers shot into the millions. On YouTube, it spree-wad like wildfire, and then came the familiar worry that virality doesn't last. But for now none of that mattered. By August, Steal a Brainrot peaked at over 20 million concurrent players, going head-to-head with Grow a Garden in what the community started calling the Game War. Players picked sides, argued about which one was better, and turned the rivalry itself into a form of identity. It was another reminder of Roblox's strange power in 2025. A small, simple idea could go from nothing to a worldwide obsession in weeks, but as Creekcraft put it in one of his videos, so Roblox has this issue where suddenly a game becomes popular and then there are a million different copies of the same game, and while players debated which game would last longer, Roblox itself was already heading straight into its next big controversy. But the chaos of Steal a Brainrot was only the beginning. On the numbers side, Grow a Garden hit a milestone no one expected. It passed Fortnite's all-time concurrent player record, peaking at over 22 million players. June summed up Roblox in 2025 perfectly. Global success on one side, controversy and community frustration on the other, and the year was nowhere near done. In mid-2025, one name dominated the conversation: Schlep. Schlep was a creator known for vigilante-style content, exposing predators on the platform and calling out Roblox for failing to act. His videos built a loyal following, but they also pushed Roblox into uncomfortable territory. And then, out of nowhere, Roblox made its move. Schlep was permanently banned. The reaction was immediate. On Twitter, the hashtag #FreeSchlep exploded. Supporters said he was doing the work Roblox refused to do, keeping kids safe. Critics, though, argued his methods crossed the line, blurring entertainment with real safety risks. On Reddit, frustration boiled over. One player wrote, "My son is on Roblox. I turned off all the chat and communication features in the settings section. Is that a sufficient method against these predators?" Another said, "Do y'all realize the reason why Schlep got banned was because he was leading people off platform to meet them in real life?" Creekcraft covered the story too, pointing out how the ban raised bigger questions about trust. Was Roblox more worried about its image than actually fixing safety? The Schlep controversy wasn't just about one creator. It reopened one of the platform's biggest wounds: how Roblox handles grooming and safety. And this time, the community wasn't staying quiet. The fallout from Schlep's ban didn't fade quietly. If anything, it pushed Roblox into a corner where action was no longer optional. By July 2025, the company unveiled its answer: Sentinel. Sentinel was an AI-driven moderation system designed to detect grooming and predatory behavior inside chats. Roblox presented it as a breakthrough, finally showing the community it was taking the safety issues seriously. On paper, it was exactly what players had been demanding. Alongside Sentinel came a wave of policy changes, and in the middle of these heated safety debates, Roblox announced something entirely different: the licensing platform for experiences. But while all these changes were unfolding, the community's attention kept drifting back to the games themselves. By August, Steal a Brainrot had peaked at over 20 million concurrent players, proving its viral chaos wasn't just a passing trend. At the same time, Grow a Garden reached its own high point, pulling in around 22.3 million. Two completely different games, one calm and repetitive, the other loud and chaotic, were now dominating Roblox side by side. August had given players the game war of 2025, but just as people were arguing over farms versus chaos, Roblox dropped something nobody saw coming. It wasn't a new game, it wasn't a flashy partnership, it was three little letters that carried more weight than almost anything else in Roblox history. For years, the missing oof had become one of Roblox's longest-running inside jokes. In a year filled with lawsuits, bans, and moderation scandals, the return of a single sound united the community in a way billion-dollar partnerships never could. By September, the spotlight had shifted once again, this time back to the numbers and the controversies that seemed to follow them. Roblox made a massive announcement. Creators had earned over $1 billion through DevEx between March 2024 and March 2025. It was the kind of figure that showed just how big Roblox had become, not just as a game, but as a global economy. For developers, it was proof that building on Roblox could change lives. Whole studios were being funded off Roblox payouts, and the company was quick to frame it as a win for creativity. This brings us to present day. At the time of this voiceover, it's late September. Grow a Garden has reached its peak. The Schlep drama is now wrapping up, and in hindsight, this has been the biggest year for Roblox ever. One thing I'd like to point out in this segment is the longevity of a new game. 99 Nights in the Forest. When games like Grow a Garden have fallen off, this game realized the simple formula of high stakes, with the addition of resetting your progress when you die in a game, similar to Dead Rails, a game that took over the platform in early 2025. Will Sentinel prove it can finally handle the problems moderation has been missing? Will the billion-dollar creator economy keep growing, or start to crack under pressure from brands and ads? And will the community keep rallying behind viral hits like Grow a Garden and Steal a Brainrot, or demand something deeper and longer lasting? Even now, the future feels uncertain. Roblox has never been bigger, but it's also never been under this much scrutiny. Every decision the company makes makes, every update, every partnership, it all gets picked apart instantly by the people who matter most, the players. And that leads us to the bigger question. What does 2026 look like if this trajectory continues? The culture too will play its part. The return of OOF showed how much Roblox's identity matters to players. If Roblox keeps chasing short-term hits and billion-dollar headlines without addressing the cracks, then 2026 could be just as chaotic as this year. The only thing certain is that the community will decide what matters most. They always have and they always will.